Hello, biological anthropology laboratory students. Here we are in the last working week, the week of 5/11. So for this week, I have a lab posted on ladder members of the genus Homo. This sort of concentrates on the anatomical differences and similarities in the archaic species. And this is very important, especially for those of you that are in my lecture classes, because both of the questions that I'm going to be having you deal a lot between similarities and differences between archaics and us moderns. So to see that and to know that, to be adept in it, will really help you answer those questions quickly. Now, as laboratory, I do want you everything except for the critical thinking questions at the end of the chapter. I reviewed those, and while there's merit and value to them, they're all pretty time intensive. I have to tell you, I don't want you to spend an extra 3 or 4 hours doing something like that, and when you're really not going to derive a whole lot of more information, a whole lot of learning. So just the preliminary early questions, as well as the laboratories, and no critical thinking questions. And then you're done. All right. Now, all this work, as far as turning it in, there's two ways to do this. Two ways to do this. Okay? So next week, both on Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to be on campus at the back of the north side of the humanities building, the parking lot side, right, the little sidewalk area there. I'll be out there in my lawn chair, my little drink cooler, and a little big box for you to dump your stuff in, right? Put your stuff in. Both on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 9 a.m. and noon. So for 3 hours on each day. Now, for those of you that just want to get this stuff in electronically, yes, you can do that too, but here's what you have to do. You can't send me individual pictures of stuff in. It will fill my mailbox up and the whole thing will crash. They won't let you do it. You'll have to take all those photographs and sequentially place them on a Word document, cut and paste or drag them into a Word document, make sure they fit in there, right? And then save that Word document as a PDF. And that'll be manageable size. And then you can electronically send that to me to the email. So you can put both your lab notebook as well as your timeline poster, the photos of that, put them, in a Word document, save them as a PDF, and send them to me. Many of you don't want to spend that much time doing that, and you probably maybe live close to campus, so come in and drop it off. For those of you that live further away that don't want to come in, that are afraid that I'm got COVID or something, which is a perfectly reasonable and sane thing to think, you can send them in by email. But I need everything in by next Thursday. That's sort of the deadline. So if you're going to go electronic, yeah, Thursday night is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Thursday night. I mean, I'm going to start grading on the following Friday so I can get everything posted as fast as I can. All right. And the last thing I want to say is thanks for being in my class. And I'm sorry it had to end this way. I'm really much better, and this course is much better. I think all courses are better when they have, an in-class context. Now, as far as the future of education at DVC and many of the community colleges, this is what's happening right now. This summer, if you've noticed, all the courses are going to be online. We are just not prepared, I think, to open the classes up yet. The risk is too high for students as well as the faculty at this moment. Despite that, all the courses are filling up. All mine are filled. They were full in the first week, which means this too. Also, while my courses are full, some of the courses you may not have had if you haven't had my lecture class or my magic class. If you one of my previous students, like you're in my class right now, if you want in, I'll take you on overload. If you want the class, let me know, and I'll do what I can to put you in. Right? Although technically full, I'll do it for you. Now, as far as the future of courses at DVC, I've kind of been paying attention to that, speaking with the dean and the higher ups. The fall is really unclear on if we're going to be offering a lot of in-person courses or not. And that really depends on what happens with public health over the next 2 months. So it'll be possible for me to tell you where it's going. But I will say this, that during periods of economic upheaval, which this is causing, and the loss of jobs, my business, the educational business, begins to boom. A lot of people go back to school, and that means it can be very competitive getting classes. So if you really are going to continue on, make sure you enroll for those classes early and fight for those. You can expect some competition, so make sure you do that. All right? All right. Take care, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.